The brief was that we were to use 53 garments and create one final look, which was talking to our love affair with consumption in Australia and the gravity of the situation in terms of our consumption habits. When we had sourced the garments, we started the design process by a brainstorming with some of the students. We wanted them to drive the design process initially. We got them to drape on the dummy and play around with some form and shape. We also had one key foundation garment, which we thought might be the starting point to then drape and evolve all the other garments onto.
So we came in and there was all of these clothes on the table, which was quite overwhelming. So we started to drape, gather, pin, button all of the clothes together just to create preliminary ideas.
Our emphasis is always on using natural fibres. Being surrounded by this sheer volume of textiles that we had to use, we wanted to bring some of the fabrics back to some cohesion and also a connection to nature. So we decided to go fossicking around our gardens and sourced lots of different eucalyptus leaves, some dried and dead and some fresh. And we went through a natural dyeing process with the eucalyptus leaves to give a bit of a signature and a handwriting to some of the natural fibres that we used in the garment.
The importance of Seamless is about encouraging Australian brands to think differently, to think outside the circle. We need to move away from this lineal approach to design in fashion where we take, make and throw away. And so we want to become more circular in our thinking, and we want to encourage brands to think about moving to a more circular design process. I think as an educational provider we have a responsibility to encourage the next generation of designers to think about how they're going to change the industry once they move into it. So it's really about connecting those students and those graduates with this stewardship scheme, which is going to reinvest back into the industry to get a better understanding of how we can make these changes and how government and the industry are going to support these businesses in this transition.